welcome to episode 7 of my technical bootcamp. Today we are going to be talking about trend liquidity. So trend liquidity is another type of liquidity expanding upon the theory and the equal highs and equal lows that we discussed in the last class. Today, I'm going to take you through what trend liquidity is and why it forms in the markets, how to correctly identify trend liquidity, and then the two main ways that you can trade trend liquidity to get good results and have deeper clarity around the market. So with that said, let's dive right in and break this down. So in the previous episode of the bootcamp, we talked about equal high and equal low liquidity and how in predictable areas in the market, such as around support and resistance levels, we get collections of buying and selling orders that act as fuel for larger market participants and create strong reactions, reversals, things that take place, the uninterrupted movements from areas that the majority of traders wouldn't expect them to come from. So when we see a level of equal highs in a market or a resistance, rather than getting a direct drive down from that level, as many traders expect, what we more frequently see is a rally above to sweep out the high, and then we get the proper reaction. This creates a situation where the majority of traders are taken out at the worst possible point, and directly from their stop loss, the market then makes its move. Now, as we know, if you watched the last class, this happens because when we push into this level, we naturally drift into here. We have a massive amount of buying orders in the form of stop losses from sellers and buy stops from breakout traders being injected into the market at the same point. This huge injection of buy orders is then countered, allowing basically large participants who want to open exceptionally big trades to absorb all those orders and take the opposite side of the position, which creates the uninterrupted downward move. Everyone from here is out, the buying liquidity is used up, and we get that big drive to the downside. Now, this liquidity concept is used in more places than just equal high and equal low liquidity. The one we're going to talk through today is trend liquidity. So, as we know, liquidity runs around basic retail concepts and concepts that many traders are using to determine the direction of a market. Of course, support and resistance and that equal high, equal low theory is one of those. But another is the theory and the concept of trend lines. Now, a lot of people use trend lines, but when you finish this class, you're going to see why they really don't give us much good information at all about market directions. So to sum up what a trend line is, just like a support and resistance, it's basically an imaginary line. It's an area in the market that price has reacted to more than one time. But aside from that, it really doesn't have, any grounding in reality. So this would be an ascending trend line where basically the market's moving higher. It's creating higher highs, which is good news. But we come down, tap a level, and then after the second tap, the